The 20th of March 1995, Tokyo, Japan, rush hour. Thousands of commuters board their trains, unaware that in just minutes the city will face one of the most shocking terrorist attacks in modern history. This was not a bomb, not gunfire, but a silent, invisible killer, sarin gas. Tokyo's subway system is the lifeline of the city. On that Monday morning, 5 trains packed with office workers and students became the target of a chilling plan. A religious cult, Aum Shinrikyo, had decided to unleash chaos, using one of the deadliest chemical weapons known to mankind. 5 trains, multiple stations, a plan executed with chilling calm. As the trains moved through busy stations like Kasumigaseki and Nagatacho, the plan unfolded. Members of the cult carried liquid sarin in plastic bags wrapped in newspapers. They carried liquid sarin in plastic bags wrapped in newspapers. They dropped the packets on the floor, piercing them with sharpened umbrellas. Within seconds, the poisonous gas spread silently inside the carriages. Commuters began choking, their eyes burning, their lungs collapsing. Some tried to escape, others collapsed on the platform. Panic spread across Tokyo. Calls poured in. Confusion reigned as authorities struggled to identify what had happened. It was a scene unlike anything the city had seen. Within hours, Tokyo and the world would learn the scale of the attack. To understand the horror, we need to know what sarin is. Sarin is a nerve agent, originally developed as a chemical weapon during World War II. Just a tiny drop can kill within minutes. Victims lose control of their bodies, suffocate, and die painfully. For Aum Shinrikyo, it was the weapon of choice to bring their apocalypse closer. Asahara preached that the end of the world was near, and only his followers would survive. Aum Shinrikyo started as a spiritual movement in the 1980s, but it soon turned into a doomsday cult. To make this prophecy come true, the cult began producing weapons, guns, biological toxins, and chemical agents. By 1995, they had thousands of followers, including highly educated scientists, doctors, and engineers, people who could manufacture deadly substances with precision. That combination allowed them to produce nerve agents at scale. Within hours, police began investigating. Massive raids were carried out on Aum's compounds. What they discovered was terrifying. Laboratories filled with chemicals, weapons stockpiles, and evidence of previous attacks that had gone unnoticed. Investigators pieced together a pattern that shocked the nation. The attack killed 13 innocent people. More than 50 were left in critical condition. Nearly 1,000 others suffered temporary blindness, breathing problems, and trauma. Japan was in shock. How could this happen in one of the safest countries in the world? The hunt for those responsible was only beginning. What followed would be a decades-long legal process. Shoko Asahara and several senior cult members were arrested, tried, and eventually sentenced to death. In 2018, after decades of legal battles, Asahara and 12 others were executed, but the scars of that day remain. Survivors still suffer health problems. Many face lifelong physical and psychological challenges. Japan tightened its security laws, improved emergency response systems, and increased surveillance of dangerous groups. Lessons learned from that day reshaped how the country prepares for chemical threats. The Tokyo subway today is peaceful, yet haunted by the past. Survivors and families remember those lost and demand accountability. The Tokyo subway sarin gas attack was not just an act of terror, it was a reminder of how fragile our everyday lives can be. A silent gas, released by a handful of fanatics, changed the lives of thousands and shook an entire nation. History teaches us one thing: terror can come in many forms. And sometimes, the most dangerous threats are the ones we cannot even see. If you found this story shocking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Fact Darbar for more untold truths from history.